Hi, my name is Patricia McClellan Terrell. I write under the pen name PM Terrell, and today I want to talk to you about the hero and slaying dragons. Heroes in real life as well as fiction encounter a variety of dragons that they must slay. Some are internal, some are external, and some require them to leave their homes in order to experience the journey toward their ultimate purpose or mission. Homer Hickam is a West Virginia coal miner's son. His father, his extended family, and his community all expected him to follow in his father's footsteps into the West Virginia coal mines. His memoir, Rocket Boys, tells of a father's adamant opposition to Homer's obsession with rocketry that was spurred on by the first Sputnik mission. While other teens were preparing for life underground, Homer was experimenting with propulsion, even though his father, a mine superintendent, was a constant reminder that his life seemed predestined for an existence in the coal mines. In order for Homer to fulfill his destiny, he had to break free of the invisible constraints of his environment. Instinctively, he put together a team of both adults and fellow students who believed in him and believed in his mission. Failing miserably at first with cherry bomb rockets, he refused to give up, eventually designing a rocket known as the Auk-31 XXX-1 that propelled 31,000 feet into the air. He went on to win a gold medal at the 1960 National Science Fair. He left home, as so many heroes do, first to attend Virginia Tech for a degree in industrial engineering, and then to join the military, eventually winding up in Huntsville, Alabama, with the United States Army Aviation and Missile Command. His fascination in and expertise in rocketry and space led him to NASA, where he worked on the Hubble Space Telescope deployment mission, trained crews for a number of Space Shuttle and Space Lab missions, and even worked on the International Space Station program. Homer, like every hero, discovers people in his community that are supportive of his ideas, providing advice and guidance. In fiction, often these are sages that may never actually leave home themselves, from the rather mundane life of a school teacher in coal country to unadorned, sometimes drab homes, one-room shacks of an oracle or a philosopher. Sometimes these individuals open the hero's eyes to a life that they could never have imagined without that person. Other times they open the hero's eyes to his own internal capabilities, to his own innate talents. Sometimes the hero is able to perform his mission without ever leaving his community, but most often they find themselves in a journey that takes them far from home. In my book, Checkmate, Clans and Castles, my ancestor William Neely, at the age of 19, leaves all that he has ever known in Scotland for a new life in Ulster, looking for his fortune and his destiny. That move would set off a chain of events, not only for himself, but also for his descendants, eventually leading his great-grandchildren to immigrate to America. One descendant, a great-great-grandson, another William Neely, would be one of the first to settle Fort Nashboro, eventually clearing the fort from trees surrounding it so that unfriendly Indian tribes could be spotted sooner. William would die in a Shawnee attack, his daughter Mary captured and held as a slave for 3 years before eventually escaping and finding her way home. In each of their lives, they followed the hero's journey. William Neely of 1608, venturing away from all he had ever known to follow his destiny in Ireland. William Neely of 1779, moving his cattle across the country to Fort Nashboro, his family following on their own fateful river journey that would change their lives forever, a story that I chronicled in River Passage. And Mary Neely, William's daughter, her capture, her captivity and escape, in which she had to find the hero within herself, not only to persevere and survive, but eventually to triumph over her captors, a story I told in Songbirds Are Free. Books show us what is possible in our lives, even when we are surrounded by people insisting on us living mediocre lives. They open the door to different worlds, a variety of cultures, bygone eras, and always, always the hero. And in the end, they show us that in each of us lives a hero. In each of us lives a mission and a purpose that not only propels us forward, but reaches back to offer a helping hand to those that follow, helping to light their way. And with each one that follows, the trail becomes wider, the dragons fewer, and the journey easier. I hope that you enjoyed this about the hero's journey, and I hope that...
Sorry, I can't do...
That was Siri talking, and I hope that you'll let me know if you enjoyed this video blog and if you would like more of them.